Have you ever looked at a task you know you need to do? A difficult project, a grueling workout, a complex skill you need to learn, and felt your brain just shut down? That resistance isn't a character flaw. It's not that you're lazy, it's biology. Your brain is wired to conserve energy, to avoid pain, to seek the path of least resistance. It sees that hard thing as a threat. So we procrastinate. We scroll. We clean the kitchen for the third time. We do anything but the thing. And the longer we wait, the heavier it feels, the muddier it gets. But what if you had a method, a systematic way to not just fight that resistance, but to work with your brain, to rise from the mud and bloom? Today, we're going to talk about exactly that. This is the Lotus Method. To understand the solution, we first need to understand the enemy, the resistance. Inside your head, there's a constant battle. Your primitive brain, the amygdala, is all about survival. It hates discomfort, uncertainty, and effort. It screams danger when you think about starting that hard task. Your model brain, the prefrontal cortex, is your executive. It's responsible for planning, focus, and long-term goals. It says, "This is good for us. We need to do this." The problem is the amygdala is loud, fast, and emotional. The prefrontal cortex is quiet, slow, and logical. When you feel that initial wave of, I don't wanna, the amygdala has already won the first battle. The Lotus Method isn't about crushing the amygdala. That's a fight you'll lose. It's about calming it and strategically empowering your prefrontal cortex to take the lead. It's a four-part process. Just like a lotus has petals that unfold, our method has four key stages. Petal 1, accept the mud. You cannot bloom by pretending the mud isn't there. The first step is to acknowledge the resistance without judgment. Stop fighting the feeling of, I don't want to. Try this. Say to yourself, I am feeling resistance to starting this task. That's okay. It's a normal human response. This feels hard and my brain is trying to protect me. This act of naming and accepting the emotion does something powerful. It shifts activity from your emotional amygdala to your logical prefrontal cortex. You're not the resistance, you're just observing it. Practical tip, the name it game. When you feel the pull to procrastinate, literally say out loud, "This is resistance." It robs it of its power. A lotus doesn't float. It's anchored by a strong root. Your root is your deep why. Why is this hard thing important? Not your boss's why, not your parents' why, but yours. Is it for financial freedom? For the pride of building something? To be a role model for your kids? To feel strong and capable? Connect the task to a core value. The harder the task, the more profound your why needs to be. Practical tip. Write your why on a sticky note and put it on your monitor. When resistance hits, look at it. Reconnect to the root. Ask yourself, what is the future version of me that has already done this hard thing feeling? Let me move towards that person. You don't eat an elephant in one bite. You don't force a lotus to bloom by prying it open. You break the overwhelming into the absurdly simple. This is about micro progress. Your brain resists big, scary, undefined tasks. It does not resist write for 2 minutes, or do 5 push-ups, or clean one shelf. The goal is not to finish the task. The goal is to start the task. Practical tip, the 5-minute rule. Tell yourself you only have to do it for 5 minutes. Anyone can do 5 minutes. The magic is, once you start, the friction decreases. You often find yourself continuing well past the 5-minute mark. You've tricked the amygdala by making the threat seem tiny. Finally, the lotus rises to meet the sun. This is about creating a focused environment. You can't focus if you're constantly being pulled back into the mud of distractions. This is your battle station. Put your phone in another room, use website blockers, close unnecessary tabs. Tell your family you need an hour of focus. You are proactively designing your environment to make focus the easiest path. Practical tip: the pre-game ritual. Before starting a deep work session, have a 2-minute ritual. For example, pour a glass of water, take 3 deep breaths, and put on a specific focus playlist. This signals to your brain that it's time to shift gears. Let's see how this works in a real-life scenario. Let's say you need to write a 10-page report. 1. Accept the mud. Okay, I'm feeling massive anxiety about this report. My brain is screaming to check email instead. I accept that this feels awful right now. 2. Anchor in the root. My why is that completing this report proves my capability and can lead to a promotion, which means more freedom and security for my family. 3. Unfold slowly. I'm not writing 10 pages. I'm just going to open a document and write the headings for the next 5 minutes. That's it. It's that only thing on my screen. See the shift? You're not fighting yourself. You're leading yourself kindly and strategically through the difficulty. Every single day, you have a choice. You can stay in the comfortable mud. It's warm, it's familiar. Or you can push through the resistance, reach for the sun, and bloom. The ability to do hard things is not a talent you're born with. It is a skill. It is a muscle. And the Lotus Method is your training program. Every time you use it, you are not just completing a task. You are rewiring your brain. You are telling your amygdala, we are safe when we grow. We are safe when we challenge ourselves. Your potential is not defined by your first instinct to avoid difficulty. It is defined by what you do after that instinct. It is defined by your decision to accept the mud, anchor in your purpose, take one small step, and create the space to focus. So today, pick one hard thing, just one, and apply the Lotus Method. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for progress. Aim for the first small crack of light through the surface. If this method resonated with you, if you're ready to build this skill, then do 2 things for me. First, like and subscribe for more content like this. We are here to help you unlock your potential. And second, and most important, in the comments below, I want you to commit to your one hard thing. Write it down. My one hard thing today is... By stating it, you're taking the first pedal. You're accepting the mud and making it real. Thank you for watching. Now, go forth and bloom.